Hey, how's it going? I'm Hugs, and today I want to talk about the new Halloween update that came out for SL a couple of days ago. Um, I wanted to talk about it way earlier, like the day it came out, and I recorded the episode for it after looking through all the changes and stuff. But I wanted to play the SCP, the new SCP, a couple times and play it against both sides to see how I feel about it, how it's fun for both sides, it's a balance, etc., etc. Now, this is a holiday update. Everything here is probably going to be taken out. But today I want to talk about why they should keep most of the stuff in that they added. So let's start with the new SCP. The new SCP is basically if there's a dead corpse of a human, you can put on that skin and you get access to proximity chat. You can pick up human items. You can't use any of them besides key cards, but you can pick up stuff like guns, medkits, and you can try to blend in with humans and stuff. It's obviously uh, a meme SCP. It's more for the laughs and giggles, which is what a holiday update is supposed to do. It's supposed to, I don't know, just make the game funner. So, the actual SCP balance wise is on the weaker side, I would say. He does 10 damage per hit, and he regenerates shields whenever he does hit someone. Um, and then other than that, he has the chokehold ability, which is actually pretty quick to kill just a single target if you can land it. However, if you get shot at it, it breaks loose. So that's why I don't know. It's sort of 50-50. Um, I would say if they want to make, because they plan to keep this SCP in the game. They said that themselves, but not into the base game. They said maybe they'll consider adding it into the base game, but they're going to keep it in the admin console. If they were going to add this to the base game, which I 100% think they should, keep mostly everything about him the same, except for maybe change the damage on his melee from 10 to 15 damage. That way it takes 7 hits instead of 10. And maybe increase the time it takes for you to do struggles, because going into rooms just struggling the same, like, not the same guy, but struggling everyone, it's just kind of broken. So maybe make that like a 5-second cooldown after you successfully strangle someone. Or I forget how long it is, but make that cooldown a little bit longer, like just a couple seconds longer. I think it's 5 seconds by default. I don't know. Other than that, the SCP is actually pretty fun. I have seen nothing but positive feedback around this SCP, and so if everyone enjoys it, I see literally no harm in putting it in the base game. You could still have it be like, oh, it's I don't know, it's a instead of a 50% chance to spawn in as a random human, so you have 5 SCPs, make it like a 30 or a 25% chance, just so every game is not like 5 SCPs or something like that. Because 5 SCPs, I'm judging off of 25 players, which is what Northwood wants for the game right now. So I'm judging off official servers. 25 players with 5 SCPs, so 20 humans, can be a little bit overwhelming. Even if the SCP, which skeleton, is kind of weak. But I mean, it's a harmless It's not harmless, but it's really easy to deal with the SCP. Now, the other things that they changed. Oh, by the way, side tangent. The aesthetic that they went for, with like the Halloween makeover, 100% super cool. It was amazing. The red sky, all the cool pumpkins, 914 being on fire, that was amazing. That was cool to see. I enjoyed looking at the facility for the first time. Like, wow, look at all this stuff and Halloween stuff they added. Now I want to talk about the new candies. They added they added a pretty decent amount of new candy, but they changed all the old ones, so everything's new for the update. And I want to make a case for why some of these candies should stay the same or not stay the same. I don't know. But the blue candy turns you into a marshmallow man. This should stay out of the game as blue candy. The old blue candy was more balanced. However, evil candy, make that like a 1 or a 5% chance and keep that in the game. But maybe make it like a minute long because Marshmallow Man is kind of overpowered in the sense that he has infinite sprint. But keep the evil candy the same, I would say. They added brown candy, which is literally just you pooping on the floor. It doesn't really serve anything. It's just a little goofy gimmick. I see no reason why to not keep it. Now, it will slow SCPs down, but the puddle is so small, it slows them for like half a second. It's not that big of a deal. So you should just keep that in the game because it's funny. And not every candy needs to have an effect that will help you. Sometimes you just get tricks or treats. That's what Halloween is. That's what the candy bowl should be too, because that's what it's based around, Halloween. The gray candy makes you bullet resistant. Sure, why not? Now the secret thing about it, which I'm surprised not a lot of people know about, if you jump on top of a human while wearing the gray candy, you will actually kill them if you're on different teams, which is hilariously funny. I was watching someone in a server just jumping on top of people, and it was hilarious. I enjoyed it a lot. Green candy, max HP set to 200, and stamina will regen instantly when you stop running. I think this is more balanced but it's for 10 seconds. I think this green candy is more balanced than the old green candy, because the old green candy was like the equivalent of like 3 painkillers or something like that. It's way too strong, the old green candy. So instead of making this like 10 seconds, make the new green candy like maybe 15-20 seconds. Orange candy, it's just super bright for 30 seconds, and people who walk in front of the orange glowy person, they'll get blinded until they look away. That's whatever. I do think the duration of it is a bit too long. It lasts 30 seconds. I think maybe 15 seconds or something like that. 15-20 seconds would be a good spot for it if you did want to keep it in the game. Purple candy. Purple candy is overshield pretty much, and you move a little bit slower until the overshield runs out. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's better than the other or not the other pink candy, the other purple candy. The other purple candy just gave you 5% damage reduction against bullets. This one actually has a little bit more use. It lasts 20 seconds, which, again, pretty balanced, I would say. And the AHP absorbs 100% of the damage, so you'll take no human health damage until that absorption shield is gone, which is pretty cool. Rainbow candy. Rainbow candy basically just spawns a puddle in on the ground. Can't die from insta kills if you're in that thing like one time. I personally like the old rainbow candy better. I think it was more balanced. The rainbow candy just seems boring compared to the old one. The red candy, this might be a little bit controversial. The red candy is basically a flamethrower that lasts for, how long does it last? It doesn't say how long it lasts, but it does 20 damage per second for players on it. And something like this for every D-boy and scientist at the start of the game should not be around. I get it. Again, it's a Halloween update. That's fine if you do quirky stuff like this, but the red candy should not stay in the game. And again, if you do, make it like a variant or something like that. where it's like, I don't know, like a 1% chance, 5% chance, or something like that. I definitely think the old red candy was more balanced. Yellow candy, you're basically just Sonic. You get a 50% movement speed, completely fills the stamina bar, and you cannot stop running for like, I don't know, 10 seconds. Um, I think this yellow candy is way, 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 way better than the old yellow candy because you used the old yellow candy for what? You used it for stamina regen and for distance. This does exactly that. Um, so I think the old version of yellow candy was more balanced. Um, Usually, yellow candy, whenever it's used, it's just frustrating for the SCP as they just lose sight. The white candy, you become a ghost. You can walk through doors if you want. You can walk through checkpoint doors if you want. You can walk through the gates if you want. However, you lose all of your items, your key cards, stuff like that. So there's a little bit give and take to it. Um, do I think it should stay in the game? Yeah, it's pretty harmless. The soft rework that Northwood planned to do, that secretly just actually took away majority of the cards, in light. I think the white candy sort of resolves that issue. It's a common candy to get, so if you really run out of options at the start of the game, you might be able to get a white candy, which is cool. Um, Now the black candy. The black candy is a rare candy to get. And just gonna read off the list because there's a lot of things the black candy can do. Uh, Actually, I'm gonna just put it on screen for you guys so you can read along with me if you want. One to three random candy effects from the following candies: blue, purple, red, rainbow, pink, yellow. And then one random candy effect from the following candies: black, brown, evil, gray, orange, white. Um, so it could do either of those. It could teleport the player to any random room in the game besides surface. Uh, Teleportation will never happen once the alpha warhead is detonated, which that's fine. It could be a pink candy. It could add two black candies to the player's inventory. You die, but you leave no ragdoll or items behind. Or you could suffer from one of the status effects in the game at random, which is Coca-Cola, Severed Hands, blah, blah, blah. You guys can read all that if you want. Now, this is a rare candy to get. And the chances of not only getting the black candy, but also getting the pink candy in it is pretty low. There's not going to be a lot of games where you get black candy and it's just actually pink candy. So if Northwood did want to keep this, totally would be fine with that. I'd even think it'd be fine to keep the black candy having the side effect of the pink candy. I don't think the actual pink candy being in the base game is healthy for it because you know you have it. With the black candy, you don't know you can get the pink candy. Well, you'll know you get it, but you don't know that you will get it. Pink candy, just explained it. Keep it in the admin panel. And then we already talked about the evil candy. So that's my overview of the candies of the new SCP. I definitely think this is one of the best updates Northwood has done in terms of holidays. And I definitely think that they should keep or slightly change everything that they put into this update so all their work is not gone to waste. And a lot of it is just super fun. That's what a video game is supposed to be, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.